In this episode, we'll be talking about creative ways to serve your students before, during, and after your course so you can stand out from your competition.
Welcome to the Online Course Coach Podcast, brought to you by TrueFocusMedia.com. Whether you're a beginner or expert, this is the podcast for the latest in online course creation tips, news, interviews, and ideas. And here's your coach, Jeff Long.
Welcome back to another episode of the Online Course Coach Podcast. Again, my name is Jeff Long, and my passion is leveraging technology to teach online, and my superpower is helping you create effective online course videos. So I've done everything from just marketing courses to building them from their foundation, from their start, to filming. In fact, tomorrow, as I record this, I'm working with a client to film several online course videos for their upcoming course launch. So we can do that locally. I've even done that virtually as well as being online and kind of walking them through the process. But anyway, as you know, this podcast is all about online courses, how to build them, how to market them, promote them, make them more effective, because we want to really teach and train our students. This isn't a podcast about scammy techniques or overly internet markety type of stuff, that some different people like to do, and that's fine. But we really get into the nitty gritty and some really good details here. And before we jump into the show, I really want to get your thoughts. I've considered doing some different free mini courses, and I have a decent list. I have some favorites, but I really want to know what you want me to create, because I will take the top voted item and start with that one. So you can go to onlinecoursecoach.com/survey and fill out that survey. I mean, it'll take a minute, 30 seconds. I don't know. It's pretty quick. And then as a thank you, I'm giving away my free guide, my free checklist called the DIY Video Studio Guide. It tells you the resources, the equipment that I recommend to build your video studio at an affordable price, which is really good, and even where to buy it. So again, go to onlinecoursecoach.com/survey to fill that out. Let me know what you want me to create for some free mini guides, and then I'll start creating those. And then I also have some other content I'll be coming out. I'm tossing around the idea of giving a heavy discount to you podcast listeners, and then offering it for a different price online. So stay tuned for that, because I have some really cool things that I'm wanting to do. So if you've been listening to the podcast for any length of time, you've noticed I haven't been able to put out some shows in the last week or couple weeks. I've just been extremely busy with creating content for clients, whether it's building their e-learning site or creating the videos or coaching them through the process, whatever it is. It's been a long couple weeks in a good way. For example, I'm working with 3 doctors right now, oddly enough, all in different industries, and they all have their own expertise. And oddly enough, they don't really compete with each other, which is pretty cool. So we're working with each one of those doctors. One is in a university setting. The other 2 have their own practice, but they also do online coaching and consulting, and they have some courses and content that they're putting out. And so I'm helping, coach them. So some of those need me to build the website. Some need help with the videos. Some just need more coaching and consulting. Some, we're building their funnels and strategy and all that good stuff. So it's really, really fun. And then I'm working with another couple clients that have different interests, different expertises. So that's been a lot of fun. So anyway, that's been keeping me busy. But what I have been doing content-wise, because I haven't always been able to put out a podcast every single week, is I'm creating short Facebook Live videos. If you haven't seen them, or if you have seen them, that I call them my online course quick tip. You can find those at onlinecoursecoach.com/Facebook Live, or just go to Facebook and search Online Course Coach and you can find it. And so if you go to onlinecoursecoach.com/Facebook Live, you can find all the Facebook Live videos I've done. They're short, but they're really powerful. My goal is to keep them under 15 minutes, and I do them every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So the online course quick tip Tuesday at 2, something like that. So go ahead and take a listen to those. And feel free to leave any comments. I love responding to those. Have been using those in different capacities to teach, to train, and also have been running some Facebook ads with them. And that is going to be coming up in an upcoming class. So if you want to learn more, you can go to onlinecoursecoach.com, and under courses, there's a Facebook ads for online courses. So I believe if you go to onlinecoursecoach.com/FB ads, it will take you directly there. And on that page, you can sign up for the upcoming content that I'll be producing. Because there's some really cool things we can do with Facebook ads that are very cost effective, but it is complex to set up, to manage, to run, to optimize, to test, all that good stuff. So I have some content coming out in the near future. All right, so let's get into the show here. Let's talk about the creative ways to serve your students before, during, and after your course. And these will help you stand out from your competition. Now, these are not necessarily in a particular order. I did try to vary these based on the simplicity or complexity, but the goal really was to surprise your students, outserve them, give them something that they wouldn't expect that would even turn them into raving fans. So the first thing is offer a free 15-minute call before they purchase the course, just to see if it's right for them. And don't be afraid to tell them that the course isn't right for them. All right. Now, I realize this is hard to scale. So if you have hundreds or thousands of potential students or people on your list, the larger list you have, the more this would be difficult. So you would have to think about how you could manage that. So maybe you just have 20 slots available. The first 20, can ask their question. Maybe you have open office hours. Maybe there's a different way. Because I realize this is not an easy thing to scale, but it's something that would definitely surprise them and, allow them to get to know you a lot better. Now, this would also let you know what the common questions are from your audience, from your potential students. So if you keep getting the same questions over and over from the different students, you'll want to modify your marketing material, your promo video, your copy, your emails, whatever you're using to promote these. You want to stress those or put emphasis on those questions. And then, of course, your answers, because that's what people keep asking. So if they keep asking, hey, will I have limited access to this content? Or will I have access to it, for the rest of the life of the product? You definitely want to put that in the material. So think about offering a 15-minute call before they purchase the course to see if it's right for them, ask any questions, and don't be afraid to tell them that your course isn't right for them. Now, I do recommend setting up a different phone number than, your personal cell phone number. So you could create a Google Voice number. There's also different services online where you can create an 800 number for a relatively cheap price. And you could have it, just for a month while you try out or while you have these students call in. So again, the first thing is offer a free 15-minute phone call before they purchase the course. Number 2 is create a free private Facebook group for them to join, regardless if they buy your course. So even before you start to market your course or say, hey, buy my course, offer a free private Facebook group for your audience. This is where you can provide value and really a place for people to ask questions, get to know each other, build trust, and grow a community. Because that community aspect is something that is so vital for your students to have life change, as well as to build relationships with you and each other. So the more that they can get to know each other and you, the better. Now, a side benefit to this is you can run promotions, giveaways, other content to this group, and they'll become your best fans. And then you can also run ads to this group or you can create Facebook lookalike audiences based on the size of your group and some different other things. So you can really get to know your audience. You can build trust and add content, add value, But also, like I said, you can use that for Facebook ads. Number two is you could offer free webinars before, during, and after the course to ensure the students are learning and doing the content. So this might be a Q&A webinar before you launch the course. Maybe during the course, it's a check-in webinar. Hey, how are you guys doing? What do you need? How can I help you? And then after the course, meaning after maybe 30 days or 60 days, have a webinar again to check in, get any questions, or see what they're doing, or offer additional tips, or give more value. Now, number four is very similar. So it's offer free Q&A sessions via webinar, a Zoom call, Facebook Live group, podcast, or really any other way. So those two are kind of combined. What I just said, the first one was kind of more webinar based. The second is just through different mediums. It could be through your Facebook page. It could be through your private Facebook group, but make sure that they continually can have access to you if you have that built in. Now, we'll talk about costs here in a minute, but you do want to make sure the more you charge, the more access to you that they have. If you're selling a cheaper course, maybe it's below $50, there is some limitation to your time. But at the same time, we want to impress your customers, your students. We want to wow them. We want to create a great experience. So when you do create that next version of the course, or the 201, 301, 401 version of the course, that you can charge more because you've built that trust with them. So don't be afraid to offer different Q&A sessions. And maybe you want to offer that in a top level tier that only includes one free Q&A session in the top level tier, or maybe it includes three Q&A sessions. And then the cheapest one is it doesn't include any Q&A sessions, but maybe you offer one of them for free as a surprise bonus. Number five is send them something physical. I love this. I love this. I've done it myself. I've been a part of courses where they send me things, and I absolutely love it. So this could be food, a journal. I've gotten brownies and cookies in the mail as a surprise that are just amazing. I believe those were done through sendoutcards.com. Now, I will say this, make sure the price of the course has enough margin in it to buy and ship everyone something. So again, if your course is, under $50, you really need to guard your margin so you're not losing money. And you do have to be careful these days with different allergies or preferences. If they have a gluten allergy or whatever allergy and you're sending them, bread and cookies and brownies and they're all full of gluten, it might not have the intended surprise and excitement that you are hoping for. Now, a book or a resource that I really like is the book called Giftology by John Ruhlin. And he does a really good job of explaining the concept, the strategy, the process. He gives some good ideas. He spoke personally to my mastermind group, and we got to ask him a lot of questions, and it was fantastic. And he is a really good guy. So, some of the gifts he recommends in there are over the top. You would want to do this with your, the top 20% of your clients or students or customers or whatever. But it just gets the ball rolling in how could you offer something unexpected to better serve your students that would, turn them into raving fans. So it's a win-win for everybody. Number 6 is highlight successful members via email, Facebook group, video, whatever it is. So as you are getting feedback from your students, highlight them. This does a couple things. This encourages the students that maybe haven't put in the time or the effort to learn the material. And once they see other people's success, they'll want to join that. So think about highlighting successful members. The second thing is when you're highlighting the successful members, it makes those people that you're highlighting feel good about themselves, feel thankful, feel proud about their accomplishments. Even if it's just, hey, here are some people that have finished the course. I wanted to interview them to see what they struggled with, what they learned, and where they're going. So this could be done through a podcast, a webinar, Facebook Live, even a typed out interview, something like that. Now, I think the best would be an interview style video. So, a webinar or a recorded video or something like that versus just emailing them and having, them type back answers. Because it just doesn't come alive. The excitement doesn't come through in something that's typed versus a video. So number 7, offer a live event as part of the course. And this might be a top tier, and this would be something that is a more expensive course. I bought a few years ago a $2,000 course, and it came with, access to go to the live event. And obviously some of that, the purchase of that course covered the rental of the space. We were in a hotel conference center. It was very nice, very well done. Now we did have to pay for travel, for food, for lodging, but it was a way for us to get to know each other, for us to get to know the instructor, as well as build that community. And it really did sink in. It helped me have the content sink in more. So for me to commit to leaving my family for several days, flying to California, going in depth with this content, paying for food, travel, lodging, time lost that I couldn't, be coaching or doing some other client work. It was a commitment, but it was definitely worth it. So again, offer a live event. Excuse me, it wouldn't be free, but a live event as part of your course. And that would be, again, for a top tier type of course. Now, what we did is we had to put down, I think it was $50, to reserve our spot so that the course creator could lock in, how many people were coming. He could pay in advance, not pay in advance, but he could lock in, kind of get some commitment from us so that he could lock in that conference center. Now, when we actually attended, we got that money back. But here's the really cool thing. What they did, there were quite a few people that weren't able to come. I was surprised. There's maybe, 10 or so, maybe 10 or 15 people that couldn't come. And they had a contest. So whoever won the contest got all of that money. I think it was under $2,000, but it was a decent amount of money. And here's the cool thing. When they announced what the rules were, how you could win the money, I made a commitment to myself. I said, I'm going to win that. I can do that. I can outserve the other people. I can, do these accomplishments. It was kind of part selling, part serving, part giving, part, these different tasks. Each thing was weighted and pointed and all that good stuff. And I won the money, which, paid for a lot of my travel and lodging and different things. And so that's something you could do as well, is if you have a live event, you could require them to have a deposit, $50, not something significant. And then when they come, they get it back. And for those people that don't come, obviously it's non-refundable, and you could have a contest just to make it fun, just to make it more engaging. All right, number 8, just a few items left here. Number 8, create additional modules after the course is launched. So let's say you have 10 modules and the students go through that. What if you had some bonus material that you keep adding content to? Now, I don't recommend you add 15, 20, 30 different modules and all these videos. You don't need to overwhelm them. But if you have occasional updates, or, hey, here's something that's been working for me, let me do a screen capture video tutorial, and you show them, that's pretty cool. That's unexpected. That's a way to serve your students after your course is launched. And then when you relaunch the course, or you promote it or market it, you can say, hey, besides our 10 modules, we have a bonus section with, X, Y, and Z video trainings. Number 9 is send them a book that you really like, even if it doesn't exactly fit within your course topic. So I've had this happen before where I take a course and the instructor will send me a book that they're reading through right now and that they're really liking. It doesn't always have to be based on the type of course you're taking. It could be in the same industry, the same topic, the same things, but it doesn't have to be. Now, when the students are signing up, you want to make sure that you're already thinking this through. If you're going to if you're going to send them something physical like food, a book, a journal, a gift, whatever that is, make sure you ask for their mailing address, because you could ask, later down the road, down the line, but it might seem kind of strange. Like, hey, everybody, what's your address? And you could say, hey, I want to ship you a surprise. What's your address? But you might not get as many people with that. All right, let's review. Those were the top 9 answers, and I'll give you the last answer here in a second. So the first creative way to serve your students before, during, and after your course. Number one, offer a free 15-minute phone call. Number two, create a free private Facebook group. Number three, offer free webinars before, during, and after the course. Number three, offer free sessions, whether that's Zoom calls or Facebook Live videos or podcasts or other content that might help people either get more information or help them kind of cross that line from thinking about buying to buying. Number five, send them something physical like a food, a journal, a gift. Number six, highlight successful members. Interview them about their story, their problems, their solutions, their successes, and their future goals. Number seven, offer a live event. Number eight, create additional modules or content after the course is launched. And number nine, send them a book, even if it doesn't fit exactly within your course. Maybe it's a motivational book. Maybe it's something that has just meant a lot to you over the years. And then number 10, offer prize drawings for people who complete the course and post the results. So maybe you'll do a free 30-minute conference call or webinar, or maybe it's an individual coaching call for anybody that completes the course and posts their result. And that will really help with engagement and completion, because many courses, the completion rates aren't that good. So if you want to incentivize people to not just complete the course, I mean, that's not the goal. The goal is the results, is the growth, is the learning. So ask them, even before they start the course, say, hey, we're going to have a competition. Whoever completes the course and posts their results, everybody gets X, Y, or Z. Or you could have a drawing. Hey, whoever completes the course and posts their results gets a drawing for X. And maybe that is something really big, really cool. I'll let you determine what that is. Now, a lot of learning management systems have the ability to track students' progression. So make sure that if you do have a drawing that, you can verify that they did complete the course. So that if you have a student say, oh, yeah, I completed the course and had amazing results. I, made $1 billion and I went to the moon and I did all these things, that you can verify that, first of all, that they completed the course. And then secondly, you probably want to shake their hands if they made $1 billion and went to the moon. That's pretty cool. All right, so those were the top 10 creative ways to serve your students before, during, and after your course. And this will help you stand out from your competition as well, because you'll have raving fans, raving students, you'll build that community, and you'll have deeper relationships with your students. Well, hey, if you want some marketing strategies and tips, go to onlinecoursecoach.com/marketing tips. You can sign up and get that immediately. It's a really cool checklist and document with not just tips and resources, but I have some additional content in there as well, an audio and some other things. So if you want some marketing tips to help you market your course, I know people struggle with primarily a couple things. Firstly is planning your course. How do you plan your course? How do you build it? Find students? Secondly is the tech side. How do you, pull all these pieces together, whether it's video or audio or the website or e-commerce? I mean, it can be confusing, right? And then thirdly is marketing. Once you have that course up, how do you market that course? How do you get people? How do you get eyeballs? How do you get raving fans? And so obviously this podcast we just went over has that, but this document at onlinecoursecoach.com/marketing tips has even more marketing strategies that you can use. So go ahead and download that and then let me know what you're working on. Shoot me an email. Let me know how I can help. Jeff at onlinecoursecoach.com. And then go to the website. The website is, I don't want to say new because it's been out for many months, but maybe it's new to you. I relaunched the website, has a different look, has a different design, has a lot of cool features, has videos and podcasts, and I'm going to be putting up some mini courses and resources and paid courses and content soon. So it's an ever-growing, ever-changing website, which is what your website should be. I'm going to go off in a little mini tangent here, but think of your website as a learning center. Whether you have a course up or not, how are you educating your visitors? So you might be thinking, I have a blog that I do every, full moon. Well, you might want to do that every week. Think about a podcast, think about Facebook Live, think about email marketing. What other strategies can you use to educate your potential students and potential customers? So again, think of your website as a learning center, even if you don't have courses on there yet. Even if you're thinking about creating a course sometime in the future, start making that website become a learning center. And that's really what I view my website as at onlinecoursecoach.com. So go there, check out the Learning Center, which is the whole entire website. I've seen some websites that do have, Learning Center as a major tab, and under that they have videos, podcasts, blogs, resources. So you could do that as well. It really depends on what your preference is. And then lastly, go to onlinecoursecoach.com/survey to fill out that survey. Let me know what free content you want first, and then I'll give you that free guide, the DIY Video Studio Guide, as a bonus. Well, thanks for listening to the podcast again. Thanks for coming back. And I really have enjoyed the emails, the conversations, the tweets, even some of the coaching opportunities I've had recently. It's been a blast to just serve you. So let me know how I can better help you, because as you know, and as I close out, my goal is to help you to teach many, to impact millions.